There are other hoaxers out there, people who thought it was a hoax. I guess they're truthers. And Brian Hitchens is one of them. Brian is he's a rideshare driver in Florida who said that this was all a hoax. Coronavirus is a hoax, etc. And now Brian is in the hospital with COVID-19. And this is what he had to say on Facebook. I thought it was maybe the government trying something. It was kind of like they threw it out there to kind of distract us. I get up in the morning and pray and trust in God for his protection. And I just leave it at that. There are all these masks and gloves. I thought it was a hysteria. But now there's more to Brian's story. This wasn't some scare tactic that anybody was using. It wasn't some made up thing. This was a real virus you got to take seriously. I don't want to see anyone go through what I went through. And that's Brian Hitchens. So there are these, and I think it does give some satisfaction to, at least he's healthy and okay, or going to be okay, I think. I'm not certain. But there's some satisfaction in seeing people get their comeuppance on this. People are out there saying that it's a hoax that's killing nearly 90,000 people. But at least he's coming out and saying, you know what, it's time to take it seriously, Jay.
Yeah, and so, look, we want everybody to be healthy. That's part of why we're asking people to wear the mask and do the social distancing. It's for the protection of everyone else, including us, too. But it's also for your own protection. And so, but Brian is different than some others in that at least it affected him, and he was. I know, and we talk about it on the show all the time. Right-wingers don't believe in anything until it happens to them. Okay.
Right.
But some don't believe it even after it happens to them. And so at least Brian is now living in the reality-based world. Now, there's a very sad part to this story. Now, he has it, and he said it was very, very tough on him. But I'm more concerned about his wife, because his wife also got it. Right. And she's in the hospital, but in a different area, and she's on a ventilator. And she's been on a ventilator.
They haven't seen each other in weeks, and she's on a ventilator. Exactly.
Yeah, and she's been on a ventilator for some time. When you go on the ventilator, that's pretty bad. Okay, a lot of people come out of the ventilator. Okay, but some don't. And so, and guys, one of the saddest parts of this is when it gets really bad. Or, by the way, the minute you go in the hospital, that's it. Nobody can see you anymore because they're worried about other people contracting it, including family members. And sometimes they even take away your phone. Or a lot of times. And so when that happens, you can't talk to them. They can't talk to you. And the folks who pass away, they pass away all alone. And that is super scary. And so I hope that you don't get into a situation like Brian where you realize it after it's too late. And not that anybody's passed away, but that you've already contracted it. Your wife has contracted it, etc. And so we're all rooting for Brian, but careful about the information you're getting, the sources you're getting it from, and the politics of those people. They keep telling you that the scientists and the doctors are playing politics. Now, what's more likely? Doctors playing politics or politicians playing politics? Or Fox News playing politics?
It's by a factor of 0, the doctors playing politics with this stuff. There's no joy in it, and they're not intubating people unless they know it's serious, because they know how scarce ventilators are in many cases as well. And there's no joy in seeing these people get this, the people that were protesting and calling it a hoax actually having it hit home. The joy is in having them come out and say to others who were doubting it, this is real. You've got to understand that this is real. There's a barber in Kingston, New York, outside of Poughkeepsie. And in Kingston, New York, that barber went on giving haircuts, going to work. Now he has tested positive for COVID-19. And even though his business was closed, he went on and kept doing it. This is from the NBC affiliate there, Janelle Griffith, the reporter. The county health commissioner advised anyone who received a haircut in the past 3 weeks at a barber shop on Broadway in the city of Kingston, about 20 miles north of Poughkeepsie, to seek testing for the coronavirus. This is real, and it spreads just like that. And that's why people are saying, you know what, you can't go to the barber, you can't go to the nail salon until we figure a little bit more out about the way this virus behaves and how to stop it.
Right. And I want to say one last thing. Guys, sometimes there's actually a reason to be confident or even overconfident. If you're going into battle, it'll help you to be confident. If you're going into a sporting event, saying, "Oh, there's no way I'm going to lose." If you're overconfident, it might be counterproductive. But generally speaking, confidence is a good thing. But when it comes to a virus, your level of confidence is completely irrelevant. So that barber, for example, said, "I'm going to cut people's hair. I don't care from day one. I don't care. So they're not going to get me." Your confidence can only hurt you. It is impossible that it helps you. That's not how viruses work. You're not wrestling the virus. You're not shooting hoops against the virus.
Right.
If the virus gets on you, good night, Irene. You have it. There's nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, it's not machismo isn't going to win the day here, and thinking that you're not going to be pushed around by the government. I promise you, there's nobody who wants to close down the economy and keep people home because they want to do it. And that's what people have to see through a little bit more.
But look, I got to say, Michael, the right wing now has so many conspiracy theories that they've gotten used to it. Like a giant percentage of the right wing believes that liberals, the left, etc., want to shut down the economy so that 36 million people are unemployed.
Yeah.
Progressives care about the unemployed more than anyone does.
Of course.
We're trying to get them extra money. The Republicans, Lindsey Graham said, "Over my dead body will I give them more money." Why the hell would progressives want people to be unemployed? That makes no sense at all. But they get people to believe things that are completely unbelievable.
Yeah, and not to mention, they think that Democrats and progressives want these numbers of deaths to go higher to make the president look bad for predicting that it wouldn't go so high. This is crazy talk. There's nobody who wants to see more people die. The reason they want this to happen is that so people don't die. So those numbers go down. They don't want to see. They want the president to have been right about 60,000. They would have loved to have been able to open up by Easter, but they knew that those were foolish predictions.
Yeah, and guys, as always with the right wing these days, crazy goes to 11. Okay. And so not only are they saying Democrats want the number to go higher or desire the number to go higher, well, then, first of all, that makes no sense, because then why would the Democrats want to do social distancing, which keeps the numbers lower? Why would they want you to stay at home, which keeps the numbers lower? Why would they want you to wear masks, which keeps the numbers lower? Okay, but put that aside. The 11 on this crazy meter is now Trump and the Republicans are implying that the doctors are making up the numbers. That's just insanity, man. Why would a random doctor in the middle of the country, risk his job and ruin his career and to make up one or two deaths? Are you insane? But they do. They get people. Look, once they got people to believe that 99% of the climate scientists in the world got together and made up a global conspiracy to change the temperature readings, there was no limit to what people would believe.
Yeah, and if you're a doctor on the front lines of fighting this, that means you're a doctor who has given everything in your life to pursue this, right? I mean, that doctor, she has gone to medical school, she has gone to residence, internships, has probably sacrificed personal gain to be a federal doctor in one of these, and the NIH or the CDC. I mean, it just goes on and on. These are people who want to see it beaten, and that's important to remember.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.